Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Alexis Bellino claims RHOC is intentionally making her look bad. Just days after Alexis Bellino was roasted by Real Housewives of Orange County fans, after momentarily allowing comments on her Instagram page, she returned to the social media platform with some shocking accusations seemingly aimed at Bravo. To say Alexis is having a rough season 18 is putting it mildly. After almost a decade away from the show, Alexis was added as a friend this season. The news of her return came after she very publicly announced she was in a relationship with Shannon Beater's ex, John Jansen. John and Shannon broke up following her arrest for DUI. It seemed only days went by before Alexis and John became official on Instagram. And with the newly branded Johnny J, she came in hot. Taking on Shannon in her first appearance was child's play compared to her next move. While cameras rolled, she and John threatened to release video of Shannon from the night of her DUI, unless she paid back a $75,000 loan. A move known commonly as extortion. Her behavior is so bad that the Daily Beast, in its recap of the most recent episode, named her the most hated Real Housewives villain ever. The woman formerly known as Jesus Jugs took to social media this weekend to claim fans are not seeing the truth about her career. "I just want to let everyone know that what you're seeing in my career is not real. It's not the truth. There has been so much left out intentionally to paint me in a bad light. It's awk. I'll take one for the team to get ratings for this business, but I will live in truth. And I will bring the truth. Whether I have to do it here on my Instagram page, or if this career I chose decides to bring the truth out. Either way, it will come out. And you will also see the true Alexis. Because what you're seeing on your TV right now is not me," she added. She revealed that her plan to share her truths involves her own weekly recaps so she can give her side of what happened. Alexis added that the recaps would actually intrigue you all. While Alexis may have her comments turned off on the post, fans turned to X to weigh in on her big news. One fan asked, "Can someone tell me what her career is?" Another questioned, "Blame the edit. Don't these reality stars get tired of saying this whenever fans don't like them?" She first talks about her business, which is. Then she admits that she'd hate herself too, and ends up blaming Bravo for the way she's been shown. "Hon, Bravo can't put words on your mouth. Also, you were having so much fun with Andy and Johnny J, the extortionist rapper, last week, blasted a third. A fourth simply said, 'No one cares, Alexis.'" New Real Housewives of Orange County episodes air Thursday nights on Bravo. Tell us, do you think Bravo is making Alexis look bad on purpose? Or is she doing it all on her own? Sound off in the comments below. Former Real Housewives of Orange County star Alexis Bellino is not holding back. In a surprising turn of events, Alexis has stepped back into the spotlight to voice her frustrations, claiming that the show has been intentionally portraying her in a negative light. Years after her exit from the iconic reality TV series, Alexis, known for her faith-based values and glam lifestyle, is ready to set the record straight about her time on Accusations and how it continues to haunt her. The comeback of a housewife. Alexis Bellino, once one of the most talked about women in Orange County, has remained relatively low-key since leaving the show. However, recent clips and references to her past seasons have made their way into the current RHOC narrative. According to Alexis, these clips were selectively chosen to paint her as shallow, materialistic, and, in her words, out of touch with reality. "Look, I know what I signed up for," Alexis said in a candid Instagram video, her eyes flashing with a mix of frustration and resolve. "But that doesn't mean I signed up to be consistently shown as a one-dimensional character. They're intentionally using moments that make me look bad, and it's not fair to who I am today. Alexis' claim comes amid the trend of Real Housewives fans and producers revisiting past seasons and iconic moments to bolster the ongoing storylines of current cast members. In her case, snippets of arguments, exaggerated moments of vanity, and her frequent references to religion have been resurfacing, much to her dismay. I'm not that person anymore. One of the biggest sticking points for Alexis is that the Alexis Bellino seen on RHOC no longer reflects the woman she is today. After her departure from the show in 2013, Alexis went through a very public divorce from her then-husband Jim Bellino, a storyline heavily featured during her tenure. She has since remarried, embraced a more laid-back lifestyle, and, according to her, found deeper spiritual peace. "It's like they're trying to freeze me in time," she said, referring to the show's use of old footage. "They won't show the growth. All they do is take moments from when I was struggling, when I was in a different place, and throw it in the faces of viewers as if that's still me." Alexis continued to elaborate on the personal toll her RHOC past has taken. She admitted that during her time on the show, she wasn't always in the best mental space, and that the pressures of reality television often exacerbated her insecurities. Being cast as the Jesus Barbie, a nickname used both affectionately and sarcastically by fellow cast members, only added fuel to the fire. "That persona was something that got attached to me, and yes, I'm a Christian, and yes, I love glam, but those are only small pieces of who I am. It was never the whole picture, and the producers knew that." Manipulation behind the scenes. The most standing part of Alexis's statement, however, wasn't just her criticism of how she was portrayed on screen. She insinuated that there may have been a deliberate effort by the show's producers to craft a narrative that would consistently pigeonhole her as a shallow character. "They're masters of manipulation," she claimed, referring to the show's editors and producers. "They can take a 3-second clip and make it seem like it defines an entire person. I would say something in a moment of frustration, or I would react to something that happened off camera, and suddenly, it's the headline for the episode." Alexis cited specific moments where she felt her true intentions were misrepresented. "There were scenes where I was going through real-life struggles, and instead of showing the vulnerability behind it, they made me seem like I was whining about material things. I'm a human being who was dealing with a lot of personal issues, but those never made the final cut." The burden of reality TV. Despite her grievances, Alexis made it clear that she doesn't harbor ill will toward the current cast members of RHOC. Instead, her issue lies with the producers and network, who she believes are prioritizing sensationalism over authenticity. "It's the price we pay for reality TV, I guess," she sighed. "But I do wish they would respect the fact that people grow and change. We're not frozen in time." Alexis pointed out how some of her fellow former housewives have also experienced similar treatment. "I'm not the only one this has happened to," she said. "Look at other women who left the franchise. They too are being dragged back into drama they've moved on from. It's exhausting." Why now? The question remains, why is Alexis speaking out now? According to her, it's about reclaiming her narrative. After years of being quiet, Alexis feels the need to step up and take control of her story, especially as newer audiences, unfamiliar with her growth, begin to associate her with past controversies. "I didn't want to say anything for a long time. I thought, let people think what they want. But now, with all these clips resurfacing, I realize I need to speak up, not just for myself, but for my family." Alexis added that she's particularly concerned about how this negative portrayal could impact her children. "They're old enough now to see these things, and I don't want them thinking that's who their mother is." I've worked hard to become a better person, and I don't need RHOC undermining that work. Moving forward, when asked if she would ever consider returning to the Real Housewives of Orange County, Alexis laughed. I get asked that a lot, and honestly, I don't think I could do it again. I've moved on, and my life is in such a good place now. I don't need that kind of negativity or drama. However, she isn't entirely closing the door on reality TV. Alexis hinted that she might be open to a show that focuses on her current life, one that reflects her personal growth, rather than drags her back into the past. I think people would be surprised by who I am today, she said, her tone softening. And maybe one day I'll get the chance to show that side of me. But it won't be with RHOC, not in the way they want me to. With her claims now out in the open, it remains to be seen how RHOC producers will respond, if at all. For Alexis, though this is about more than just a reality TV show, it's about reclaiming her identity, one that has evolved far beyond the drama-filled days of Orange County.